two things. There's power and capacity, and I suppose you have to look at the intensity of the work that you're trying to produce, or the maximal power you're trying to produce, and then you've got the repeatability of a percentage of that power. So if I give you an example, if we think about an explosive task being in my sport and our sport in rugby, an explosive action might be tackling, okay, where you are basically driving through your legs into your shoulders into someone else, and it might last for 1 second, 2 seconds, but it's a maximal effort versus just tackling lots of times without any effort. So you've got to be really clear that you need an actual power element. So how hard you want to do this task and how much power you want to produce, and then what is an acceptable repeatability level. So for example, on a watt bike, if we got an athlete to do a maximal effort 6 seconds, and a big strong lock might produce 2,500 watts as a peak, and say an average of 2,000 watts. That's your maximal output, but then you've got to try and figure out, well, what's the repeatable output we want. So that might be more like 80% of that. So we might be wanting to hit 2,000 watts as a peak every 6 second effort and be maintaining 1,700. And so I think you've just got to be really clear what your focus is, the endurance of the power or the maximal power. And what you have to think about when you're prescribing power endurance is fatigue. Do you want lots of it, or do you want none of it?